Good evening, I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Haley Harmon, in tonight for Nancy Cox. Thanks for joining us at 6.
We begin with a developing story in Harlan County, where an investigation is underway after a toddler was shot and killed.
That shooting, we understand, happened at a home in the Tots community just before 11:30 this morning. Kentucky State Police say the 3-year-old boy died from a single gunshot wound while on his front porch. The toddler was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced deceased. As of this hour, no word on how the deadly shooting happened. We're told the child's mother, though, was at the home at the time, along with other adults. KSP is investigating. To some other developing news tonight here in Lexington. The father of Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes has been indicted on a campaign finance conspiracy charge.
Jerry Lundergan and fellow Democrat Dale Emmons are accused of making illegal contributions to the 2014 Senate campaign of Allison Lundergan Grimes. LEX18's Catherine Collins has the latest details.
The two men are facing charges of conspiracy, making corporate campaign donations, and several others after a federal grand jury returned an indictment right here in Lexington. Emmons and Lundergan have been accused of making illegal contributions to now Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes' 2014 Senate campaign. In a statement, Lundergan's attorney says he'll be vindicated from the charges and that the indictment is wrong on the facts and wrong on the law. The Republican Party of Kentucky has released a statement asking Secretary Grimes to recuse herself this election cycle in light of the charges. Secretary Grimes has also released a statement saying she loves her father and believes the charges are politically motivated. Covering the news in Lexington from the LEX18 mobile newsroom. Back to you.
Catherine, thank you. A 19-year-old man has been critically injured after falling from a 4th-story balcony in Lexington.
It happened just after midnight at the LEX Apartments on South Broadway. Lee Searcy has more in the big story at 6.
This was the scene just after midnight at the LEX Apartments. Fire and police here within minutes after a 19-year-old man fell 4 stories from this balcony.
I was worried. That's terrifying. Like, to fall. Terrifying.
Witnesses tell us he landed on a car in the parking lot. His injuries appeared to be serious. 4 stories up, that's approximately 50 feet. A dangerous fall no matter where you land.
I just wonder how it happened. Hopefully no one was pushed or anything.
Lexington police are still investigating. It's unclear why the young man fell. Witnesses say before first responders got here, they heard some kind of racket, but have no idea if the noise had anything to do with this incident. Mostly students live here and tell us, aside from the typical college gathering, the complex is quiet and safe.
I would have never thought anything like that would have ever happened here. I mean, that doesn't really, that's very bizarre. I see the balconies, they look really high up, and I'm worried about that kind of thing. I never thought it would ever happen here.
The 19-year-old was taken to UK hospital and is said to be in critical condition.
I'm really sorry, and I hope he's okay. I hope everybody, is praying for him.
Covering the news in Lexington, Lee Searcy, LEX18 News.
Tonight, we're also learning more about a rabid bat situation at a Franklin County elementary school.
Classes were canceled yesterday and today after 4 dead bats, 2 of them testing positive for rabies, were found in and around Hearn Elementary.
LEX18's Jacqueline Nye tells us what the school is now doing to get rid of the bats and get the students back to class.
4 dead bats, 2 of them rabid.
That is very alarming, and I know the kids right over there, just maybe half mile from here or something like that, and to hear there's rabid bats in the area, it's disconcerting.
The first rabid bat was found earlier this week outside near the playground. School at Hearn Elementary was canceled yesterday to thoroughly inspect the building, and that's when 3 additional bats were found dead, one of them testing positive for rabies, causing school to be canceled again today.
Look at you, Mags. That's an area that we usually, Maggie, that's my St. Bernard, and I walk. So more than likely, until I know it's clear, I'm probably going to not walk over by the school till I know it's cleared.
The superintendent says they were at the school yesterday at dusk looking for bats coming in and out of the building. That's when a small hole in the brick was found and pest control was brought in to help fix the problem. One local teacher says he believes canceling school was a good decision.
Did the right thing as soon as he found out they had that issue. course, yesterday they closed it down, and they closed down Hearn today as well. So they're doing what they need to do to get the situation cleaned up.
School is expected to be back in session on Tuesday. Covering the news in Franklin County, Jacqueline Nye, LEX 18 News.
Warm, humid day. There's a front in the area. When you put those things together, what you get are thunderstorms. Scattered today, about a 40% coverage. As we go through the weekend, you'll see the number of thunderstorms diminishing. Certainly doesn't go away, especially not tomorrow. We're going to have to deal with them some again. So let's take a look at these storms out there. If you're planning high school football games, if you are headed out just for date night, you do have thunderstorms around. Going around 127 from Franklin County through Anderson County. Those die out in the northern part of Mercer County. You've got one going along Harrodsburg Road there in Jessamine County. Gets down around Wilmore. You've got a nasty little thunderstorm in progress. You've also got one there right at the Fayette-Jessamine County line. That little outflow boundary there kicked off a couple of thunderstorms. We also been watching another outflow boundary. It hasn't done a whole lot coming down from the northeast. You folks in Mount Vernon, up along Highway 150, now getting closer to Berea. Boy, that is a nasty lightning storm with a lot of heavy rain. We go to the southeast, just past by Barberville there in Knox County, going right up I-75 in Whitley County up toward Corbin. And again, out here in eastern Kentucky, out along the Mountain Parkway, it's a slow-moving thunderstorm. That one's dropping a lot of heavy rain along with the lightning. Now, we've got thunderstorms around this evening, but your holiday weekend starts really tomorrow. We'll talk about those rain chances in just a minute.
All right, Bill, thank you very much. Members of Congress and other government leaders gathered in the Capitol Rotunda in Washington, D.C. today to honor the late Senator John McCain. McCain is just the 31st person in American history to lie in state at the U.S. Capitol. Vice President Mike Pence and congressional leaders presented wreaths at McCain's casket in the building, where he served 35 years, first as a congressman before becoming a giant of the Senate.
Half a world away, wearing our nation's uniform, John McCain stood up for every value that this Capitol building represents. Then he brought that same patriotism inside its walls to advocate for our service members, our veterans, and our moral leadership in the world.
A service for McCain will be held tomorrow at the National Cathedral in D.C. before he's buried Sunday at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland.
The day John McCain and the remaining POWs were freed from North Vietnam's infamous Hanoi Hilton prison remains an emotional day in our history.
And it's a day one Lexington man got to see firsthand while he was serving in the military. He shared his story with LEX 18's Carolina Buchek as he reflected on the late senator's service to his country.
There's a very early picture.
Shuffling through his suitcase filled with photos and memories.
And our job was to, once they dropped something, we would follow that all the way down to the ground.
Retired Chief Master Sergeant Scott Lyons can't help but reflect on his service to our country. He's a military man all around, a Marine.
It's simplify, right?
Yeah. And a member of the Air Force.
I've got the hat and everything to go with it, like the whole thing.
Thanks to his long military career, he's seen and done many important things.
Here's one of the planes that I flew in.
But one day specifically stands out, March 14th of 1973.
The moment they walked on the plane, of course at that point we just had the pictures, but I mean the guys just exploded.
Those guys are the prisoners of war who were finally released from captivity in Vietnam. And on board one of those planes was Navy pilot John McCain.
They were just elated. I mean, you could just see it in them. Just unbelievable.
Lyons humbly says his role was small when the men were first brought to the Philippines. He was there to make sure there was enough equipment to get the job done. But that role allowed him to see many American heroes come home.
I feel very fortunate to have been in a position where I was able to take part in a lot of that.
Covering the news, Carolina Buchek, LEX 18 News.
Restaurant DV8 Kitchen has been open here in Lexington for just 1 year, but they're already expanding their bakery and their mission.
The owner says it's all been made possible by the generosity of the community and possibly some divine intervention. LEX 18's Tiffany Jackson explains.
It's a packed Friday lunch hour at DV8 Kitchen on South Broadway, but owner Rob Perez has their new second location on his mind.
We decided that we were going to open up temporarily at Pasta Garage while we were trying to figure out how to build sales and raise capital for a large bakery.
The equipment for this second bakery cost $65,000. Perez says he only had about $20,000 saved up, but that didn't stop him.
We went ahead without the money to pay for it and started, because we've done this all on faith up to this point.
As for the other $45,000 they needed, that's where Bob Bainey, the owner of Race Rise, comes in.
It says, hey, look, I put on running races all the time for charity. I want to be able to provide you guys with a blessing.
The DV8 life-changing run is tomorrow morning, and they have more than 500 participants signed up, and Perez says the timing could not be more perfect.
Funny enough, today we reached the $45,000 mark, and we don't have to worry anymore.
Now they can expand the business, but more importantly, expand the mission and give even more people the opportunity for second chance employment.
Our folks are in recovery. They're working really hard at trying to live their life in a better way and kind of deviate from their past lifestyle.
Covering the news in Lexington, Tiffany Jackson, LEX 18 News.
Boy, are they making a difference. The second bakery is where they will bake the goods for a handful of other restaurants they work with throughout the city, such as OBC Kitchen, Saul Good, and Vinaigrette Kitchen.
Yes, DV8, if you haven't been over there, check them out. Okay, so Malibu Jack's is holding its grand opening event next weekend here in Lexington.
Coming up, how you can get a chance to enjoy the indoor theme park for an unlimited time during that event. That story when LEX 18 News at 6 continues.